All right, guys. When you're thinking about what trigonometric functions would give you these answers, all right, and you're thinking about from 0 to 2 pi, you're thinking about inside the unit circle, there's only so many answers you can get for each set of trig functions. So first let's talk about sine and cosine. Okay, sine and cosine can give you a 0, 1/2, a rad 2 over 2, and a rad 3 over 3, and a 1. Okay, if you look at the unit circle, these are all your x and your y values all the way around the unit circle. Okay, that's sine and cosine. Sine is your y value, cosine is your x value if you guys are checking out the unit circle right now. Okay, now none of these, actually this one right here has rad 3 over 2, negative rad 3 over 2, so you just have to think, all right, where is sine negative in rad 3 over 2? Now sine is negative which two quadrants? 3 and 4. The bottom ones, right? Because that's where y's are negative. And so that would make it a lot faster for you guys to find those two answers, those two thetas that'll give you that. Where is cosine negative? Oh, man, you guys are like super dead. Yeah, 2 and 3. Okay, cosine is negative here because the x's are negative, and the x values represent cosine. So you would be looking for where is x negative rad 3 over 2, and that would be your answers for cosine. All right, let's do the rest of them. All right, we also got tangent and cotangent. Now these are a little more annoying than these guys because you have to divide these to get these answers. Okay, so the answers that you get for tangent and cotangent are 0 rad 3 over 3, 1 rad 3, and does not exist. All right, so oh wait, that's funny. I did plus or minus does not exist. Okay, now you can't get that. Okay, anyways, cosecant and secant, those are reciprocals of these dudes. So you just have to flip these dudes. What happens when you flip a 0? What do you get? D and E, yay. Okay, so let's flip the rest of the guys. This one's going to be a plus or minus 2. This one's going to be a plus or minus rad 2, because if we flip this guy, you would have to multiply top and bottom by rad 2, and then you get 2 rad 2 over 2, and those 2's would cancel out, and you're left with rad 2. Now let's do rad 3 over 2. Okay, same thing. You have to multiply top and bottom by rad 3, and this is what you get. You get 2 rad 3 over 3, and the last one you get 1, because the reciprocal of 1 is 1. So cosecant of pi over 6, cosecant of 5 pi over 6, secant of pi over 3, and then secant of 5 pi over 3. Those are going to be your answers for the first one. C to 2, so we know it's going to be cosecant or secant. And then I stop and think, okay, what about cosecant? How do I know where cosecant will give me 2? Well, cosecant is the reciprocal of which function? Sine. So I'm thinking, where is sine positive 1/2? Where is sine positive 1/2? Now for that one, we're thinking about quadrants 1 and 2, because it's wherever cosine or sine is positive. And those two angles are pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. So that's why it's cosecant pi over 6, cosecant 5 pi over 6. Then I do the same thing with secant, but now I'm thinking about cosine. And so I'm thinking about where's cosine positive 1/2. And cosine is positive in quadrant 1 and 4, right? 1 and 4. And so then I was thinking about these angles in that area. But anyways, that's how you'd figure these guys out. Undefined is kind of more fun because cosecant and secant and tangent and cotangent all have D and E. So there's going to be a lot more answers for that guy, obviously.